In this today lecture, we go to see some solved examples in transient response of a circuit using Laplace transform. So in the first problem, RLC series circuit with R equal to 3 ohm and L equal to 1 Henry and C equal to 0.5 Farad is excited with the unit step voltage. So obtain an expression for the current using Laplace transform. Assume that the circuit is relaxed initially. That means the initial values are taken as 0. Okay. So now you apply the KVL around this loop. Okay, so therefore r into I of t plus L into di by dt plus 1 by c into integral of I of t into dt, which is equal to v into u of t. Okay, so now you take the inverse Laplace transform, now you apply the Laplace transform. Therefore r into I of s plus s into L into I of s minus L into I of 0 plus 1 by sc into I of s plus q naught divided by c into s divided, which is equal to 1 by s. This q naught divided by c, which is nothing but the initial voltage across the capacitor. But in the problem they state that the circuit is initially relaxed, so that the initial values are taken as 0. So if you take I of s from this term and rearranging the equation, okay, it should looks like this. So now this term is move on to the RHS. Okay, so therefore the corresponding equations looks like this. So now you take the partial fraction for the corresponding term. So substitute s is equal to minus 1 and get the value of a1. Similarly, substitute s is equal to minus 2 in order to get the value of a2. Okay, you substitute here the value of a1, which is equal to 1, and the value of a2 is minus 1. So putting this value in the above equation, IFS is equal to 1 divided by s plus 1 minus 1 divided by s plus 2. If you take the inverse Laplace transform, which leads to e power minus t minus e power minus 2t. Okay, so now just you rearrange these equations. Okay, so just you rearrange, it is e power t by 2 into e power t by 2 plus e power 3t by 2 into e power t by 2. Just you rearrange. So from that this equation is replaced like this, because we know that sin h of x is replaced by like this. So e power here t by 2 is there, so I write like that, e power t by 2, okay, minus e power t by 2 minus t by 2, okay, divided by 2. Here 2 is not present, so that the 2 is multiplied by here. This e power minus t and e power minus 2t is modified like this. So it depends upon so this e power t is replaced by, it looks like this, e power minus 3t divided by 2, okay, into e power t by, if you add these two, then which results e power minus t. Similarly, this e power minus 2t is replaced by e power minus 3t by 2 and e power minus t by 2. So you take e power minus 3t divided by 2 outside, the remaining term is, it looks like this. Okay, so that this equation is replaced like this. So we move on to the next problem if you have. So this is the final answer. So in the next problem, so there are two circuits given. Okay, the switch is in the figure is opened at t equal to 0. So determine the voltage v of t for time greater than or equal to 0. What is the nature of the response? If the switch is initially closed, that means the initial current through the inductor is 0, and similarly the initial voltage across the capacitor is also 0. Okay, now for the first circuit apply KCL at the corresponding node, which results to V of t divided by R. So this is the diagram. So V of t divided by R plus, here for the inductor it is 1 by L integral of 0 to t into V of dt plus C into dV divided by dt, which is equal to I. So take the Laplace transform. The initial conditions are taken as 0, so that the voltage equation looks like this: V of S into 1 by R plus 1 by SL plus S into C, which is equal to I by S. Now this term is taken to the RHS side, just multiplied by S and rearranging the equation, it looks like this, and substitute the values of R, L, C. Okay, R is from the circuit, so you substitute the value of R, L, C. Here all the values are 0.5. Oh, here all the values are 1. Okay, so substitute the corresponding values, it should look like this. After getting into the RHS side, the equation looks like this. So it is in the format of a square plus 2ab plus b square. So it is replaced by s plus 2 the whole square. If I take the inverse Laplace transform, which leads to 4 into t into e power minus 2t. Okay, so this from the basic Laplace transform properties. Okay, so this is the expression for the first circuit. Similarly, apply the same procedure for the second circuit. Here the resistance and inductance capacitance value is replaced by 1. Here it is all are 0.5, there it should be 1. So that is the change. And one more thing, here the value of z, which is equal to 1. So this is the second order equation. Okay, you know that. So it is in the form of s square plus 2 zeta omega s plus omega square. So from this equation zeta is equal to 1. If zeta is equal to 1, then the system is critically damped. Okay, and for the next circuit apply the same procedure. Okay, just I skip these steps because it is the same to the previous one. Okay, just take the Laplace transform and assume all the initial conditions are 0 and substitute the value of R, L, C. Okay, and rearranging the equations. So consider here this equation is in the form of s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. Here 2 zeta omega n, which is equal to 1. Here omega n equal to 1, therefore z is equal to 0.5. Okay, z is equal to, sorry, zeta equal to 0.5, which is less than 1. So that this corresponding system is a underdamped system. Okay, so now you take the response. So if I replace this equation, looks like this. So it is in the format of omega divided by s square plus omega square. Here s is replaced by s plus a the whole square, so that the term t is present. Okay, so sorry, e power minus t is present. So therefore the corresponding inverse Laplace transform is 2 divided by root 3 into e power minus t divided by 2 into sine of root 3 divided by 2 into t, because we know the formula. Whenever some e power minus at into f of s, this is one of the Laplace transform property. If it is present, then this is replaced by f into s plus a. So this is the property. So from this property I rewrite the equations. Okay, so you know that from the basic of Laplace transform. So from here I conclude, so depending upon the RLC value, the system may be either a critically damped, underdamped, or overdamped. Okay, so now take this problem as a homework problem. Here it is RLC circuit shown in the figure. Here the different values of RLC is given. So now you substitute and find the value of I of t, and also say whether this system is either critically damped or underdamped or overdamped. If you have any queries, put your comments in the comment section. Thank you.